I've taught in an urban middle school for the past 5 years, and while I've loved almost every minute of it, consistently starting class in an efficient manner can be an ever-present challenge. This video will hopefully provide a starting point when revisiting your own classroom routines. Just like when we plan our content units, it is important to start with our end goals in mind. The video segment you're about to see is supposed to accomplish 4 different things. Students need to have the necessary materials to begin class, including a sharpened pencil. They need to become familiar with the day's learning target. They need to then connect that learning target to the prior day's learning. And this all needs to be accomplished in a timely and efficient manner that helps set the tone for the rest of the class period. There are many subtle things that I need to do behind the scenes in order for this to consistently happen. It is important to ensure a smooth transition from the hall to the classroom itself. Folders that students are supposed to grab are standing up in bins by the door. Popsicle sticks are ready and laid out so students can mark that they are present and check out pre-sharpened pencils. And students are then expected to look at a predetermined place for where they need to sit and what they need to have ready on their desk. As we listen to this opening segment, also pay attention to how I'm phrasing suggestions to students. Instead of calling out students that aren't meeting expectations, I'm using wait time, I'm thanking their neighbors, and by using these almost hidden strategies, I'm able to reinforce the routine while keeping the classroom atmosphere itself positive. Okay, please be quiet, that's one. People that I can thank. I can thank Natasha in training and Halima. These are some of the people, if you look up at the television. Thank you. If you look up at the television, it's asking you to go ahead and get your warm-up out. I also want to say thank you to everybody that gave me their popsicle stick, including Miguel, and I was able to give them a pencil. If you look at the bottom here, it does tell you that we are going to have new grades, or your new grades are posted in the hallway. So if during passing period, I'd go outside and look at them. Grades get submitted on Thursday. So, and that's going to be the grade for global studies. That's going to go home to the parent or the whatever adult that you live with. And so it's going to be really important that if you want to change that grade, you're going to have to come before or after school, and so we can retake some of the assessments or tests that are on there as well. Here is your learning target for today, and here's your warm-up question. And your warm-up question goes all the way back to some things that we studied in August and September. So there's a lot of you guys that have moved into, come to Callahan since we started the school year. So what I would start off with saying Europeans colonized Africa because. So if you don't know the answer, you can definitely still start it off. Give me an awkward thumbs up when you're done. Oh yeah, are you feeling better? Please be quiet, that's one.
I need a new warm-up anyway.
I need you guys to be quiet, that's 2. Okay, so thank you to the people that gave me a thumbs up when you were finished. Those are the people that as soon as I switched this slide, they already started writing the learning target. So I've got some people that are finished, and I've got some people that need to make sure that they're working while I'm talking. Can someone raise their hand and tell me what we are learning about today? Wendy.
I will use text evidence to add strength to my writing.
Excellent. So that is one of the learning targets, or one of our goals for today, is to use text evidence to add strength to our writing. We also are going to be becoming familiar with our next unit or region of study. Training. Thank you for raising your hand.
Number 2.
Yeah, the answer? So why did Europeans colonize Africa? This goes back way to the beginning of the year.
They was trying to get slaves and I think natural resources from there.
Yeah, slaves and natural resources, especially the second one. That was their main focus. They wanted to go get natural resources. So I'm going to have training say it again, because that's the answer, one of the answers I'd expect you to have. Can you say it again? What's the answer?
Slaves and natural resources.
Yes, so Europeans colonized Africa, especially for their natural resources. So we think back to the beginning of the year, we spent... When reflecting on your opening routines, it's important to keep several things in mind. Make sure to try to keep phrasing positive when there are students not meeting expectations in a timely manner. Use wait time to make things awkward. More often than not, students will keep each other accountable. If you feel that you must redirect a student, make sure you do it in a quiet voice when you're near them in order to make sure that you're not unnecessarily escalating the situation.
Most importantly, consistently reteach and reevaluate your opening segment. Do not lose track of its purpose, and do not be afraid to reteach or modify it as necessary throughout your entire year.